Man, you knew it was scripted. They make it so obvious. Andrews with the fumble, and then, of course, who does the ball go to for the 2-point conversion? It was going to go to no other than Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews fumbles, they drive back, and Mark Andrews cost them the game. Mark Andrews is this year's Kyle Williams, where his costly fumbles, muffing the punts, cost the 49ers the NFC Championship game some time ago. 13 years ago, I think it was. So he sold the game. It was part of the script for him to choke for whatever reason. I think he missed the game last year. He was out with injury through much of last year, and here he is. Um, they kind of wish they did not have him out there on the field. The Bills are a lock to lose. 4 straight Super Bowl losses for the Bills. Now they lose 4 straight against Kansas City. That is the script. The Bills are going to lose yet again. It's just a way of mocking the fans. You see, 4 straight Super Bowl losses, then 4 straight playoff losses against the same team, Big Daddy Kansas City Chiefs. So that's the new 4 straight for Buffalo. 3 decades later, they just lose 4 straight against the Chiefs. So yeah, Big Daddy Kansas City for the win yet again. And obviously the referees are on the side of Taylor and Travis. The Commanders are going to get the win on the road. Kingsbury against his former college coach. Andy Reid and Alex Smith traded him to Washington. Now he has Patrick Mahomes, and now Washington has Jaden Daniels. Washington had Eric Bieniemy, but now they have Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury was with the Saints, and he completed 10 passes during training camp with the Saints. So that is the script. He's going to go up against his former college coach. It's part of the script. Patrick Mahomes is going to showcase himself as the king of football, the commander-in-chief. He already beat Jalen Hurts. He beat Fraud Turdy. He beat weird thing is it's so weird because he didn't even beat Jared Goff yet. It's so weird. Whichever next time the Chiefs play the Lions, the Chiefs are going to win. The next time they play the Lions, the next time that they face them in the regular season. Between who's left, he's beaten Jalen Hurts. It's basically how can Jaden Daniels do against Patrick Mahomes? We want to see how Jaden Daniels going to do in the Super Bowl against Patrick Mahomes. If you can win in a hostile Philadelphia environment, you can go in the Super Bowl. We want to see what he can do against the Chiefs defense. We want to see what Jaden Daniels can do against. Can he hang around with Patrick Mahomes? How can the Chiefs defense do against Jaden Daniels? The Bills defense sucks. They're just not good at the end of the day. People are going to whine and cry about the refs, but quite frankly, the Chiefs and Steve Spagnuolo have a much better defense. And basically, he didn't do anything. Jalen Hurts. He was carried by Saquon. But in a kind of familiarity environment in a divisional game, this is where, quite simply, the better pocket passer is going to win. Jaden Daniels is not a running quarterback. He is a step back and throw quarterback. He's not Lamar Jackson. He's not Jalen Hurts. Hurts panics under pressure. He takes slacks. Jaden Daniels makes decisions like a 10, 15-year veteran. Jaden Daniels is going to carry Washington to the victory and through to the Super Bowl to face off against the Kansas City Chiefs. Cliff Kingsbury's first year back after leaving the midget gnome quarterback is going to carry Jaden Daniels to the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's your script. Nothing can change it. An upset is on the way. Jalen Hurts is terrible. We already know how the Eagles can do against the Chiefs. Eagles are nobodies. They already lost against the Chiefs. We want to see Patrick Mahomes play and beat another quarterback. Jaden Daniels is the future of the Washington football team. He is the future of the NFC East. He's the future of that division. This is the kind of hostile environment you'll be dealing with if you are the Philadelphia Eagles. The Washington football team is playing with house money. Philadelphia Eagles, they felt they were the Super Bowl contender. There's going to be lots and lots of pressure with Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts. If you lose, it allow your division rival with a rookie quarterback to be one win away from the Super Bowl. The pressure is going to be felt by the Eagles. The Washington football team is going to come in and play with Alice Money, and Magic Johnson is on his way to New Orleans to watch his team in the Super Bowl. 33 years later, Magic 33, they beating the Eagles. No, Commander's going to fall to 3-3 because Magic is 33 and Patrick is 33. This is all Freemasonic speak. Chiefs didn't fall to 3-3 when they had that Super Bowl at Glendale, but you will see Washington fall to 3-3 because just type in who the owner is. Patrick's the quarterback. And you're forgetting the three-peat is Gematria 33. The Washington football team falls to 3-3 in the Super Bowl. The three-peat is 33. It has already happened. The 50th win for the Chiefs. 50 states in America. The capital of the United States is Washington, D.C. Capital 62. Patrick Mahomes is 62. 6-2 playoff record for Dan Quinn entering the Super Bowl. He falls to 6-3. His third playoff loss for the Chiefs, 3P. Type it in the reverse in the calculator. Philadelphia 61, Louisiana 61. Washington improved to 6-1 in the conference championship game. It is lined up perfectly for the script to fall into action for Cliff Kingsbury to make it to New Orleans to face off against his former quarterback. The Eagles fall to 4-5 because New Orleans is 45 and 3P is 45. 4 wins in 9 games. Notre Dame's a lock to win. Washington's 49, Eagles 49, 4 NFC title wins in 9 games. The Eagles have already lost. The Eagles ain't got no chance. Saquon gonna go down. The Washington football team is gonna win. They beat the number 1 seed. They playing with house money. Saquon is 2-2. 2-3, 3-2. 2 wins in 5 games is Gematria Giants. I'm just saying. So Penn State has lost the semifinal to Notre Dame, and the former Penn State running back Saquon's going to lose the conference title game. That is the script. Penn State loses both. Penn State running back Saquon Barkley loses in the Final Four, and Penn State just lost in the Final Four in college. So that's what's going to go down here. Saquon's birthday is on the day of the Super Bowl. It's worth bringing it up. But with Tom Brady there, he's not saying Patrick Mahomes lose the Super Bowl. You just have to be honest. Now going back to the Ravens, I told you the Ravens were not going to win. You have to logically speak. You have to go with the brain instead of your heart, your emotion. I don't want to say Patrick. I love Lamar. I want to see Lamar win. I want to see Lamar win so bad. Why? Lamar sold that first quarter. What was the interception? Went to the intended wide receiver. It went to exactly who Lamar was intending to throw to. It looked like that safety, that cornerback was the intended wide receiver. Lamar Jackson sold the game. That fumbled snap right there. Oh, you just jump on it, whatever. You just throw it. He just let the ball go. What was he doing? Lamar sold the game. Both Lamar and Andrews sold the game. Andrews, for whatever reason, was the chosen scripted character to choke the game without Zay Flowers. Lamar sold the game in the first quarter. He sold the game. They were playing from behind the rest of the game. Lamar sold it. On that interception, Lamar Jackson was not even trying. He was trying to throw to the intended wide receiver, which happened to wear another jersey. With racist bigot Trump in office, you really thought Lamar had a chance? He had no chance. He had zero chance of making it to the AFC Championship game. Just watch. Jane Daniels going to lose. No black quarterback going to win with a racist about to take office on MLK Day. Jane Daniels ain't got no chance. Racist Trump's not going to see any black quarterback win the Super Bowl. The closest thing to a black quarterback is a quarterback with blue eyes who talks. You sound like Kermit the Frog. That's the closest to black that we're going to get to winning the Super Bowl with racist son of a KKK father, Donald Trump, who discriminated against black tenants looking to apply for housing. He is a racist. Ain't no black quarterback going to win. Lamar ain't never had a chance ever since the rigged scripted election night where Elon and everyone rigged the election to allow the billionaires to get whatever tax break they want. Lamar ain't never had a chance from this point on beyond November the 5th. Or any black quarterback, as a matter of fact. Which black quarterback gets the right to be the sacrificial lamb against Patrick Mahomes? Aha! You see, Jay may lose the Super Bowl, but he doesn't get the honor of coming back to win the Super Bowl after he lost his first appearance. That honor goes to Joe Burrow. And so the Super Bowl 60 makes the Cat and Tiger Super Bowl. They were planning on the Cat and Tiger Super Bowl. This is why the Lions were never meant to be this year. They were waiting for the Cat Tiger Super Bowl. The team that makes most sense for the Bengals is the Lions because the two logos go together, the lion and the Bengal, the tiger, who is the king of the jungle. That one makes the most sense. That opponent makes the most sense for the Cincinnati Bengals. And so, which quarterback between the two gets to win the Super Bowl right after they lost their first appearance? So that's part of the script for next year. It's the no quarterback has come back to win after losing their first Super Bowl appearance. So you have Jared Goff, who lost Super Bowl 53, and you have Joe Burrow, who lost Super Bowl 56. So which quarterback between Goff and Burrow wins the Super Bowl after losing their first appearance? So that is the most compelling part of next year's Super Bowl. There's only one commander-in-chief, Patrick Mahomes. In this case, the white supremacist Donald Trump is the white man, because this league is rigged against black quarterbacks. Lamar sold the first quarter. Andrews was the chosen guy to sell the rest of the fourth quarter. So hey, you have 27-24. Game ain't over. Baltimore 27. Your Bills. Yeah. Without the mistake by Mark Andrews, Bills still have the chance to drive and win. But you're looking at 27-24 Baltimore until up to the point that Mark Andrews fumbled the football. But Lamar sold the first quarter, and this meant that they were playing from behind the entire rest of the way. They did not have control because of Lamar selling away the game with his very scripted turnovers. So yeah, Lamar he ain't got no chance. Sorry, Lamar. I was late on making the NBA Game of the Day video, but again, Lakers ain't winning against the Celtics. They ain't winning against the Clippers. They not winning till the month of March and February. You just have to sit back, take it to the chin, and deal with it, because that is the script. And GOAT King LeBron James admitted, he admitted to the world that the best version of the Lakers will not come right now or very soon, but it's going to come in the coming months of February and March. The right guard cost me, it looks like, tear the ACL. Jaden Daniels is the real deal. This dude is going to torch Philadelphia. The Lambs are a soft team that can't play in the cold. You got your East Coast team, and they had the luxury of playing the West Coast. I mean, they look at the way they ran, 19 carries and 106 yards. This Lambs coach was just throwing the ball ridiculous. Kyron Williams should have had 30 carries. Barkley's going to tell it. Yeah, good storyline. Good story. I like Cliff Kingsbury's storyline the best. I like another quarterback to lose. I think Jada makes it because he's the Washington, like the Doug Williams. You got to make it over there. I haven't looked at Dougie Williams, but I will. You just get the feeling that Jaden Daniels has to take 2 out of 3 against these Eagles. Jaden Daniels, a rookie quarterback, to make it to the Super Bowl. How about that? And it's just so hard to ignore. Washington's 5-1 in the NFC Championship game. The Redskins is Gamache 51, and then in reverse, Philadelphia 61, and in reverse, Louisiana 61. So I'd be very surprised if Washington doesn't go 6-1. That's looking like that's the script. They're going for 6-1 in the NFC Championship game. New Orleans, Louisiana's 83. They can go to 8-3 on the road. Chiefs losing 10th game of the season makes AFC chip so easy. I'm confused. They already played 18 games. I'm not sure. I'm not quite understanding what you're trying to say there with that comment. It's all part of the script. You see, the Bills are going to, after losing 4 straight Super Bowls, now they'll lose 4 straight playoff games against Kansas City. Everyone's going to bet on the Bills next week. It's already been determined. Everyone hates Kansas. They're going to bet on the Bills. What's Washington's record on the road in an NFC Championship game? Oh, there's a complete table. Washington is 2-1 away. Obviously, Eagles is 22. They could bought it 2-2 away. 3-1 like Dan Quinn's last Super Bowl appearance at Houston. Houston's Camacho 31, but I'd say I'd go with the overall record of 6-1 like Louisiana and Philadelphia. It's not only their first NFC Championship game in 33 years, but it's also their first Super Bowl appearance in 33 years. The 3P 33, it would be Camacho falling to 3-3 in the Super Bowl. You think about, it's not only Magic that's 33, but Irvin is 33. I think Irvin Johnson is Camacho of, I think, what's 65? The Irvin Johnson is Camacho of Philadelphia, by the way. They're both Camacho of 65. Irvin Johnson's Camacho of Game 1 of the finals on June the 5th. Commanders, Eagles is Camacho of 64. Kansas City Chiefs is also Camacho 64, who gets the right to play the Chiefs. There we go. There we go. Nick LaFleur. Everyone going to bet on Chiefs Super Bowl against Commanders? Not even close. Everybody hates Kansas City. There's going to be plenty of money on the up and coming rookie star in the Super Bowl. Not even close. Lamar and Andrews sold. These guys sold the game. Now, Lamar never going to win a Super Bowl. He doesn't even have a marquee playoff win because who he beat? He beat the garbage ass Steelers. He beat C.J. Stroud in his rookie year, and his other win was against Ryan Tannehill and the Titans. So, yep, Lamar is just simply not that guy. He'll never win a Super Bowl. Your best hope of having a real black quarterback win the Super Bowl between Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, and Lamar Jackson, the best chance, the best hope is the best pocket passer. Jaden Daniels doesn't play like your stereotypical black quarterback. He plays the game beautifully. He actually tries to make plays in the pocket. He has separated himself from the stereotypical black quarterback. Jaden Daniels has proven he can play in the pocket and go through his progressions. For your young bucks out there, Lamar ain't it. Jalen Hurts ain't it. He holds on the ball too long. He runs. He stares his first progression. The fact of the matter is Jaden Daniels is going to absolutely destroy and confuse the Philadelphia defense. And what Philadelphia can't do is adjust to Jaden Daniels. He knows when to check it down. He knows when to throw deep. They go Commanders. They go Commanders. 4-5 like New Orleans. It just lines up so perfectly. Plus, Louisiana is a 38. So 3 home losses, and 8 home NFC Championship games. Sirianni's record against the NFC. Exclude the Super Bowl. What's the playoff record when you narrow it down to just the NFC? Well, Nick Sirianni's record against NFC, excluding the Super Bowl, is 4-2, and Commanders is 42. I think the last year for Saquon, after breaking the rushing record, he was close to the last win going to be against Eric Dickinson's team. Birthday is 42 and Commanders is 42. Barkley's also Camacho, February the 9th, 2-9. Imagine it. Would Saquon ever agree to lose a scripted Super Bowl on his birthday? Would he ever agree to partake in that? Yeah, this guy talk about crypto people. Don't buy that BS. All of it is pump and dump garbage. They're all Ponzi schemes. They're all scams. Crypto is a huge scam. You got to be manipulating the price to be able. You don't want to be one of those people. What happened with Hawkta Girls coin? You see, they manipulated the price. They bought their own coin. They sold it. People lost everything. Crypto's a scam. They're much better investments than crypto. It is all a scam. It's certainly not regulated. Bottom line, crypto is too volatile to be a sensible long-term investment strategy. Dan Quinn for the win. Quinn for the win. If Quinn's Camacho 30 go 3-0 to begin the playoffs for Jaden Daniels, that is perfect. That is perfect. I think they got to space it out a little bit. They'll have one team that he'll beat twice in the Super Bowl, like the 49ers. Obviously, the bitch team that passed on Mahomes in the draft. They were chosen to be that team. It's like I don't think they'll have two of those teams losing 2 Super Bowls against the same quarterback. I think it's only one. But hey, Washington is Camacho revelation, the first three-peat in NFL history. Vince Lombardi did coach the Washington Redskins for 1 year before he retired. He won the last NFL three-peat. So I do like the Washington connection with Vince Lombardi spending his last season with the Washington Redskins. So that's what I think about as far as the relation with the last NFL three-peat in the next three-peat occurring against Washington is that Lombardi left the Packers after was it Super Bowl 2 or was it the next season? He left the Packers. He spent 1 year as Washington coach. So that for Washington, I like and this is connected to Vince Lombardi because he's won 105 games and this is the 105th year. I gotta do a video on that right now. I gotta do that right now. Yeah, this is going to connect to the last three-peat. Definitely it is. So the obviously the last team to three-peat was the Packers, and that's what I told you with the Super Bowl logo video, and that one's gonna be linked at the end right there. But Vince Lombardi, notice this is the 105th year of the season, and he won a total of 105 games as coach, 96 in the regular season and 9 in the postseason, and this happens to be the 105th season. Now, the Packers were the last team to win a three-peat, and the three-peat was won by Vince Lombardi. Now, Vince Lombardi didn't spend his entire career with the Packers. Right after he won that three-peat, he actually left the Packers right after he won the last three-peat. He left the Packers. He took a year off, and he spent his last year with the Washington Redskins in 1969. He went 5-2, and I guess he didn't qualify for the playoffs. So when you think about the last team, the three-peat, and Lombardi immediately joining the Redskins, that's the connection to the Redskins in the next three-peat. And when you tie it in with the 105 wins in the 105th season, then it starts to really make sense. So that's the Washington connection to the last three-peat is Vince Lombardi in the last team that he coached before he eventually passed away in 1970. So you can't really break down this year's Super Bowl without connecting to Vince Lombardi. But while I am at it, how do the deaths of the number 15, the original number 15 of Bart Starr, and the death of Len Dawson, what's the time duration to the Super Bowl? And, what's the connection to the opponent of the three-peat? The opponent of the three-peat. Bart Starr died May 26th of 2019. Okay, let's check that out first. Obviously, he was the original number 15, first quarterback to win the Super Bowl. The 100-year anniversary was won by no other than a number 15, Patrick Mahomes. So what's that connection to this year's Super Bowl on the 2025? 5 years, 9 months, that's three-peat. Over 68 months championship. Those are the main numbers. And then obviously Lenny Dawson. He was 8/24 of 2022. Yeah, that was 2021. I think that was 2021. Yep. He died right before Super Bowl 57 for 2022. I did tell you, 22. Um, so 2 years and the 6 month for Len Dawson. That's kind of like Washington's last Super Bowl in Super Bowl 26. So, and Cliff is Gamache 26. So I do like where um his numbers kind of can point towards Washington's last Super Bowl appearance. In 128 weeks and 4 days, 128 is basically Gamache of the greatest. Patrick Mahomes is about to become the greatest quarterback in the scripted NFL history. Is Jaden Daniels heading towards that when a Washington can go to 6-1? I think Jaden had 25 touchdowns. And what's the total amount of touchdowns he had passing and rushing for the year? Uh, 31 total touchdowns. He's up at this is 31. All-time series is 44-44 at the Philadelphia between the two teams. So obviously, it's going to be a 44, 45, and 45 is obviously Camacho of New Orleans. Well, they're 665 and 665. 666 would make a lot of sense to lose to your division rival, and then now suddenly you thought you're going to win the Super Bowl, and now you almost make it back 2 years later, and now you're worrying on Saquon's birthday. Is the Washington Saquon's wish is to not see the Washington football team win the Super Bowl on his birthday. Happy birthday, Saquon. You won't be a bitter man on your birthday seeing Washington win the trophy and you join the wrong team. So happy birthday, Saquon. All will be taken care of 100%. Happy birthday, Saquon. You won't have to see Washington win the Super Bowl. You won't have to feel like, oh, I left the wrong team. Happy birthday, Saquon. You won't live to regret joining the wrong team, seeing the Washington win the Super Bowl on your birthday. Absolutely, NFL will let Allen lose for a fourth time. Absolutely. Buffalo sucks. Look at them. They won because Lamar and Andrews sold the game. Simply, nobody on the Chiefs is going to sell anything to Buffalo. There won't be Patrick Mahomes selling the game. Well, I don't know. Patrick's going to keep it. What if they massacre the Bills? How do we know? How did the Bills' fourth straight Super Bowl end? They had a heartbreak with Scott Norwood's his game-winning field goal. But what about the last Super Bowl in Super Bowl 28? How did that turn out? How did that fourth straight Super Bowl turn out? They lost 30-13. Okay. Bills, they lose to AFC. The Bills is 33. Then Washington wins, and Washington falls to 3-3 in the Super Bowl. It's all Freemasonic speak. 33. 33. You think the Bills win, but do you know if the Bills win? What you think is going to happen is based on your emotion because you are a Raiders fan. But hey, I'm a Raiders fan, but you got to go with who makes you money. This ain't no team, this ain't no sport. These are all entertainers and they're all actors. Let's get with the program. I'm sure Dan Vika doesn't actually bet on the Chiefs game. Oh, it was obvious after last week. Did you see the game? Even Troy Aikman was like, come on now, because he turned to a runner and they put a skirt on him. But Jaden Daniels got hit out of bounds and nothing was called. Where was that? Where was the hit to Jared Goff? He got concussed. Where was the foul? Quite simply, refs are already in the Chiefs' back pocket. It's hilarious. You look, Jaden Daniels got hit out of bounds too, but the refs, no call. No call. You saw Jared Goff get his head hit, his head snapped back, he got concussed, but nothing was thrown. Patrick Mahomes knows this. This is why he pulled an NBA flop and kind of was tackled inbounds towards the white chalk, but he kind of fell to the ground to try to sell it, to act it out and sell it to the referee. But the Chiefs win this year, but it's over for Kansas City after this year. Because the ratings are down 9% from year prior to this year for wild card week. And basically, I think either the product is bad, it's getting terrible, or there were some bad matchups that may have contributed to it. The blowouts may have contributed to it. I think streaming did a good job, I think, for Christmas. So is it because you lose the access to cable, to regular streaming package, and you block access to the NFC game on Peacock? It's not NBC. You have to have Peacock. So yeah, that obviously that's another big thing too. Is the access. But I think people are just sick and tired of the Kansas City Chiefs. I think that's why the ratings took a dive, I think. And that 5 out of 6 were blowouts in wild card week. So I think it's a combination of that. The blowouts, obviously, the product is getting terrible. There's some terrible teams in the playoffs this year, but also I do think that lots of people are sick and tired of Kansas City. And so the Chiefs ain't winning next year. The Chiefs are gonna the 3rd January. Well, you will see your first playoff loss for Travis Kelce. But it's Taylor Swift is 77, 747 in the playoffs. 747 in the playoffs for Taylor Gang. Or the Taylor Gang is what they call now. Or maybe it's her full name. Taylor Allison Swift, I think is 77. I could have sworn it was 77. I could have sworn it was. Oh no, Swift is 77. Swift in singular. It's Swift in the ordinal. Swift is Camacho 77, 7 for 7. The playoffs is how I look at that 77. Commanders is 10 letters. The 10th straight playoff win for the Chiefs. Commanders is 10 letters. It's 10 letters. Commanders is 10 letters. 10th straight win for Big Daddy Patty. His name is Big Daddy Patty. Aha, 41 fans. How you like Big Daddy Patty? Ha 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 ha. Ha ha, Buffalo fans. How you like Big Daddy Patty? Get used to Big Daddy Patty. He runs the NFL, bitch. Big Daddy Patty is his name, Buffalo. Get used to Big Daddy Patty. Oh, the refs. Well, Big Daddy Patty owns you. He's the king. He's the commander-in-chief. Go, LeBron James is the one and only king of basketball. Sit back and bow down to your king. Go kick the butt, James. Bow down to your king, Patrick LeVar Mahomes. It's already happened. I think we need to connect the events of Patrick Mahomes getting drafted, his first start, to the 3P. Connecting the timeline of the time, and obviously he's going to win 7 championship games and 4 Super Bowls. Masonic, 74. Jewish is 74. Occult's also Camacho 74. That's beginners Camacho right there. Mahomes is 74, 7 AFC titles, and then the year of the 7th AFC title, it's 4 Super Bowls. In reverse, it would just be the last Super Bowl at Louisiana, which was Super Bowl 47. 4 Super Bowls and 7 AFC championship game appearances. So the riddle for Saquon with the birthday is he will want to win the Super Bowl on his birthday, or he will want to see Washington lose so he doesn't be all bitter about seeing Washington win when he could have easily joined Jaden Daniels. That's how I look at Saquon's birthday. Otherwise, Jalen Hurts is a bitch. He's a bitch who's going to lose 2 Super Bowls against Patrick Mahomes. Literally. That's who he is. He's a bitch. Because Patrick Mahomes owns him. Yeah, go, Commanders. Washington's 23rd letter. The Chiefs scored 23 points in their playoff game victory against the Houston Texans. They scored 23 points, and it's worth noting that Washington is the 23rd letter in the alphabet. So let's go to Dan Quinn quickly. Danny Quinn. So you see, it's Dan Quinn. It's his 61st win. It's not only the 6-1 in the NFC Champs game, but Dan Quinn has 55 wins in total in the regular season, and he has 5 wins in the playoffs. So win 61 is going to occur at Philadelphia in reverse, and he's going to enter Louisiana with 61 wins as coach. I'll let the viewers decide it. I will. But with Washington, it's not just Kingsbury. It's not just Jaden Daniels. Much better. Another quarterback. You can hype him up against Patrick Mahomes. It's not that. It's not only just that. It's not only Washington quarterback Doug Williams from Louisiana. It's not only just that, but you cannot forget the Vince Lombardi coach Washington too, and that was the last three-peat. So Washington are through to the Super Bowl to face off against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for the Commanders, when will they win a Super Bowl? How old is Magic Johnson? Magic Johnson's team makes it to the Super Bowl. The Lakers win the championship all the same year. What a time to be alive this is. See all that happening right there. Commanders for the win. Let's go. Obviously, Chiefs are a scripted lock to win. Buffalo. I fade Buffalo every single season. Let's do it again. I've got a video on your Buffalo Bills after they lose on January 26th. They're a lock to win the next year, right? Right. Not so fast, not so fast, not so fast. The 13-second game, LA's going to march to 13. That's another big factor for Super Bowl 61. Allen's a scripted choke. He's going to lose again. He's going to lose again. Mahomes, the 10th pick. Here we go. Let me go to the time that Patrick Mahomes was drafted, all the way back to 2017, to the time of his three-peat. I think that should be worth noting. I think it should. Dan Quinn's 94. Patrick Mahomes would win his scripted three-peat 94 months after he was drafted. Andy Reid, man, he's been there forever at Kansas City. 2013, the 94th season in the NFL, Andy Reid joined Kansas City Chiefs. But you kind of see where the script is heading. The Chiefs have a total of 40 wins, and the Chiefs are a lock to get the win number 49. So Bills are truly cooked and fried, and I'll tell you why. The Bills have zero chance. Here's what it comes down to. The Chiefs have won 40 games in the regular season. Whoops! During the three-peat run. They've won a total of 8 games in the playoffs. The Kansas City Chiefs are going to win their 49th game right after the conclusion of the NFC Championship game between Washington, which has Gematria 49, and the Eagles, which has Gematria 49. So by conclusion, you should realize that the Chiefs are going to win their 49th game of the three-peat run to face the winner of the Eagles in Washington. Now, you see right here that Washington has Gematria 50 in reverse reduction. Another reason to like Washington to make it to the Super Bowl. The 50th win of the three-peat would happen against Washington. And Chiefs is Gematria 50. So a three-peat for 50 wins in total against the capital of the United States, Washington, D.C., the capital of the 50 states in the United States of America, in the 50th win happening against the Washington football team. So there we have it. The NFL season is over. Washington has lost the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are locked to three-peat. You just have to use your brain, is what it comes down to at the end of the day. Commanders beat the Lions. Commanders going to make it to the Super Bowl. And then now Washington has 10 letters. Commander has 10 letters. 10th straight playoff win, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick LeVon Mahomes. Josh Harris, 10 letters. Scripted. It's scripted. Of course it is. He has net worth of $9 billion, and the Chiefs would be 9-0 in the playoffs, entering the Super Bowl when they go up against the $9 billion owner of Washington football team. Oh, yep, the Eagles are cooked. Well, let's talk about the shortcomings of the Eagles and everything, and let's talk about is Saquon, or the media's going to call him the GOAT after he beats the Eagles. They're going to call him the next revolutionary superstar. Everything. He's a star for sure. He's better than Kyler. He's better than Hurts. He's better. Let's see. Jared Goff is in there. He's going. Yeah, he's Jaden's better than Jordan Love. He's better than Jordan Love. He's better. Um, Jordy Mayer in Seattle. Let's see. Jordy Mayer in Seattle. He's better than Sam Darnold. He's Giants no quarterback. He's better than Dak the Hack. He's better than Dak the Hack. He's better than any quarterback in the NFC. I don't know who's better between him and Baker. To be honest, I don't know. But with that being said, he's right up there. He's right up there. If there's only a 2 or 3 guys in NFC that you could have a conversation about. The Eagles are not going to win because they're not going to lose 2 straight against Kansas City. Hurts would rather not lose to the same guy twice. Commanders, it is. The Commanders. These guys, by a record amount of money to buy an NFL team. They got to celebrate with a trophy, with the George Atlas Trophy, with a trophy. It don't have to be Lombardi Trophy. It can be George Atlas Trophy. Just new owners celebrate with a trophy. A dramatic Cinderella story, being the number one seed, coming in to Philadelphia, your division rival, the most obnoxious, rude, nasty sons of bitches out of any NFL fan base. And you come in there and you deliver a dart right through the heart of Philadelphia. Bam. You'll be doing that for years.